and welcome to the Tuesday edition of TDA Today. My name is Dobie Maxwell, co-host of Just My Type, the Diabetes Podcast. I have another partner for today's episode of TDA Today, the lovely, the talented, the always in the know, Ms. Donna Cross. Hey, Donna.
Hello, how are you?
I get to work with beautiful ladies in my work. I have a great job. Sammy's great. You're great. I'm hoping we can shine some light on the diabetes world, as we always do. I enjoy your podcast. Your episodes. So I'm always happy to do one together with you.
Thank you. Me too. This will be fun. Looking forward to it.
Well, I always am, because diabetes becomes a way of life after a while, and it just becomes a lifestyle through no fault of our own and no choice of our own. But I think what I like the best about it is the community that I met here at GWA and TDA today. All the people we work with, we're just talking off the air before we started, how much we like them personally. Liam is our technical director today. He's a cool dude. Natalia, just everybody that we work with. I love working with Sammy, and I love working with you. And how has diabetes changed your life? Because it does change your life, whether you want it to or not.
Oh boy. So here we go. Oh, how has it changed my life? Well, all right, I'm going to start. I'm just going to say this, that before diabetes, I walked in a fog, a self-induced fog. I walked down a path that I could not see. I ate until oblivion. I ate to the point where I was blinded of it. I tried to work out here and there, always stopped. Had no self-awareness, had no self-love, had a lot of self-hatred, self-loathing, and diabetes came in like a bat out of hell one day, even though I knew I had it for a year before. Once I got the diagnosis, it came in, hit me against the jaw, and said, here it is, take it or leave it. Do you want to die? You want to live?
Kind of shows up like a bad relative, doesn't it?
Showed up like a bad relative.
You don't want them there, and no. Ding dong, here I am.
You're
What's
naked.
For supper?
You're naked, or you're in the middle of a fight, or you're naked.
You're naked in the middle of a fight.
Naked in the middle of a fight, or something else. You don't know, but ding dong. Hi. What are you gonna do with me now? And that's what it is. And I took it and I ran with it. And I said, well, I guess I looked at my kids, as I said to you before. I looked at my kids and I said, well, I guess I'm gonna live. I had no choice. I'm gonna live. And I thought about my grandfather. Well, I don't want to lose my legs. And I thought about my maternal aunt. And I said, well, she died at 9. I could die any minute from this disease. Started having issues with my eye. I had another aunt who was totally blind. I was her caretaker while I was in college, and I saw what she went through. And I'm like, I don't want to go blind. So I had it all right there, laid out in a platter. You can have no legs, you can have no eyes, or you can live for your children and see your grandchildren one day and run around and play with the grandchildren. And I took that. So once I removed all the grain and the processed sugar, and once I started working out every day, the veil lifted. I started seeing things clearly. I started seeing my eating disorder for what it was. That food was no longer entertainment, but food was nourishment, and nourishment only. And then once I started seeing that, and a lot of healing had to happen, and it did, and I'm still healing to this day. But I just come to realize that I treated food like it was a game. I lost, but now I won, because now I'm healthier than I've ever been in my whole entire life. I feel like I'm 30 years old. I've never been this healthy.
You look like you're 30 years old.
Well, thanks. But
I feel about 3 times that. I'm pushing 100. That's okay. I was old when I was young, so that's all right.
Thanks. Well, that, really, and that's all I can really offer you guys. Diabetes has given me awareness in life, just awareness, health, healing. Do I do I eat the foods I used to eat? No, but guess what? I don't even miss them because I've had my share. I've had enough. I am perfectly content to eat my chicken every day, and I don't care. And I'm very strict, but that's me. I'm different than everybody else. I can tell you what I do, but you don't have to do what I do.
Well, we're all different than everybody else. We all bring our own brand of crazy. I always like to say that, we're all nuts. It's just, normal people are people you don't know very well. And you have to embrace
Ah,
it's totally true. I think you have to peel the onion on yourself and say, okay, this is the situation that I'm in. But again, I can't say it enough. Through community, just someone to talk to. You hear someone else's story. It's like, boy, you know what? Not the only one going through this. To me, that makes all the difference in the world. That's why I'm so grateful for everybody that's listening today. I know Amanda's here out in Canada, and again, she's been on my what would you call it, the instant messenger, so we can message back and forth. And that's
yeah.
cool to do that. So anytime you want to get a hold of me, I know Donna, you're pretty good about that too, but I'm Adobe, DOBIE at justmytypepodcast.com. So it might take me a while to answer you, but I promise I'll answer you just to say, hey, I'm out there with you. I love, who else is with us today? Nina's on.
Nina's
Amanda's
here.
here.
Thank you. Nina says that we help her a lot. Thank you. She eats a lot of chicken, fish, salads, and veggies, which is awesome. Amanda's doing the plant-based, which is fabulous. And I thank you for that. Yeah, she's
Have you
saying
been
that
on
I'm helping.
with Sammy? Sammy and I, we joke about it a lot, but she's plant-based and she's very knowledgeable about it. And
Hmm.
I really respect her to
Yeah.
no limits. I think she's great. Have you ever tried plant-based, Donna? I considered it. I did, and I still might.
No, but you know what I have done? I've listened to a lot of Sammy's information. And I
Mhm.
have taken a lot of her stuff that she has said. What I've done is I've increased my vegetables. So I have I eat a lot more vegetables than I even did before. I have reduced the artificial sweetener intake. So I've cut out the diet sodas totally. That was another thing. I am reducing my artificial sweeteners. This is a problem that I've had all my life. I'm doing really well, but I'm getting a lot. It's still hard. I also she started talking about the oils. I have gotten rid of all the seed oils, and I just recently got rid of olive oil. So I am doing parts of her things. The thing with me, however, is I I hmm, I my protein sources, I like legumes, for instance, which she can eat. I cannot. Legumes just even though there's a lower carb, they spike me. And like peanuts have turned into a trigger for an eating disorder, and I don't even know why. I can't
Hmm.
eat peanuts anymore. So my
Okay.
meat, I need protein source, otherwise I'll go too low. So I need my lean meat and my lean fish. I
Hey,
just, but
I'm a
I'm
big
just
fan.
I'm taking parts of it. But yeah,
I'm a big fan of lean meat and lean fish. I mean, even fatty meat and fatty fish. I like it.
I'll have a steak, like a steak. Oh gosh, maybe once every other week. Maybe there's nothing wrong with steak. I wish people would not be afraid of it. The thing is, you trim the fat off. You get the leaner cuts, but red meat is actually quite good for you. But not every day,
But
no. But
it's the grass fed though.
grass
Is that
fed, yeah.
correct? Yes. And I think that's an important thing because sometimes you go and you get the burgers at the. Now I don't know about you. I have eliminated fast food about 95% or higher. And I was on the road my whole life traveling, and sometimes when you're in a strange town, that's the only alternative. It's really hard to stop at a grocery store and eat something that's edible. I got to just go and get something quick, quote unquote. That's why they call it fast food, and that could just be the death knell, man. It's so bad for you.
When I was a little girl, I lived on McDonald's because my mother worked messed up hours
Yeah.
and I was taken care of, we'll say taken care of by family, siblings.
Mhm.
And in order for they weren't going to cook for me. So they threw me in the car and we would just went through the drive-through. And so I lived on McDonald's, oh gosh, my I'd say through my 20s, and then I stopped. I haven't had fast food for years, but yeah, but still did a lot of damage to a growing child, definitely. It's not good. I understand though that if you are on the road, it's quite convenient, but that's all it is. It gets to that point where it's just convenient.
Well, boy, they put enough, MSG and stuff that's
Oh,
bad for it. It tastes so good. Oh, I gotta say, and I'm not saying it doesn't taste good because it does. And that's even worse. It's like this is poison, but oh man, give me a large, extra super size.
I know. And that MSG, what is that? All that is your processed salt. And that it's just the same. It works just the same addictively in the brain as processed sugar. It's the same thing. It hits the dopamine, bam, and it's an addiction. And so it is a thing that you kind of have, because that's what, unfortunately, in the Chinese food world, the Americanized Chinese food world, in order for you to get in there, they throw the MSG in there. And that's why you eat so much of it. And then an hour later, you're hungry again. Well, that's your MSG talking to you. That's the chemical. There's no true MSG in true Chinese food. You go to an Asian country, they don't have that there. It's all this, it's the Americanized version. So yeah, MSG is bad. No, we don't want that.
Well, yeah, I don't know about you, but again, you talk about how diabetes changed your life. To me, it's just even watching what I was eating at all. I didn't even think about it. It's like, okay, if it's something that's doesn't kill you, you put it in your body, didn't think about the calories, sure didn't count a carb. I didn't count one carb ever before I got diabetes diagnosis. And now it's all I think about.
Yeah,
So I think
I mean, that's awareness. That's exactly what I'm saying.
mhm,
That's awareness.
mhm.
I never looked at a nutritional label. Never. I didn't know, and now that's all the first thing I look at. It's awareness.
Yep, and I think it extends our lives, and people look at it as a pain in the butt, and I did for a while, but now I don't because I'm thinking I'm taking care of me, and most people don't take care of themselves. And you look around at the American public, and in Canada too, or wherever you live, and I think the masses are just lost. They're so brainwashed by what they tell you in the media and commercials. They pay for that, so you drink soda, eat fast food, do all the things that you really shouldn't do for long-term health, and then you wonder why you get a diagnosis of any disease, diabetes or anything else. Cancer is a big one too.
Yes. Literally, in my opinion, all the fast foods and all that stuff and anything processed leads to inflammation in the body. And when you have inflammation in the body that is not taken care of, it turns to disease. And that can be diabetes, cancers, things like of that heart
Well,
disease.
I'm gonna
Start.
add one to you. I had kidney stones last year, 2021, and I had two surgeries, not one, count them, two. The most painful experience I can ever imagine. And I talked to my doctor, who was actually a very good guy, and he said, if the sugar in the American diet doesn't kill you, the salt will. He goes, yeah, your sodium levels were through the roof, made kidney stones, and it was just a nightmare. So again, I wasn't aware of it. Well, I'm not eating sugar. I just go to salt, and it's pick your poison.
It's pick your poison. Exactly. Now, and I want to talk about the salt real fast, and then we'll go and look at this stuff. The salt, I do feel, however, there is some good salt. The body does need salt, and it needs it for electrolyte balance, especially after you work out hard. So look at it as kind of like Gatorade. But the best thing to do is pink Himalayan salt.
Okay.
Have you ever had that?
I'm sure I have, but I don't buy it. Well, where do you get it? Like a Whole
Okay,
Foods?
just yeah, no, Whole Foods will have it. Any store, any grocery store will have it now. And I mentioned this before, and I want to say it again. As far as sodium goes, your body needs it for balance, especially after workouts. But the best way is to have sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. And why is that? Because When you get plain old table salt, iodized salt,
Hmm.
this is chemically cleared because the salt is mined from the earth, from the ground, and you have to clean it so that you can make it it's edible. So you have to add chemicals for it to be edible. That's where the table salt is atrocious for you. Pink Himalayan salt is mined from a mountain. Sea salt is mined from the ocean. You do not need to chemically change it, the properties of it. It is already edible. Those are the most healthy salts. I put a little bit of pink Himalayan in my water every day. It works better than Gatorade, and it keeps you hydrated. It's great for you.
Is it
If you're gonna,
expensive?
that would be my salt that I take every day. Other than
It
that,
is it
not good.
expensive? I've never
Not
bought
too
it before.
bad. It's not too bad. I wish I had it with me, but you can get a big thing of it. It's not that bad. Not that expensive.
Okay.
It's. I mean, I still have old table salt, but I use that for like rinse my mouth out if I have an issue. It's great for that, but not
Yeah.
not ingesting. So yeah,
No,
Amanda says pink Himalayan is really good. So yeah,
I had never tried it before, so now I learned something. See, that's why you listen to TDA today, because you learn stuff.
that's right. So let me go through here and see what we've got.
Okay.
So Amanda says it's $9 for it in Canada. Oh, that's expensive. It's not that expensive around here. Meg says she only uses natural salts. That's great.
Now let me ask you this, Meg or
Okay.
anybody else. You add it to your food? I've never been one to salt food. I mean, in my house that I grew up with, I was raised by my grandparents, and they came from a different generation. And before they even tried their food, they put salt and pepper on it. And it's like, even as a kid, I thought, why would you do that? And that was just a habit that I don't know if it was their generation, but it sure was them that got into. Now, do you salt your food? I don't think I don't ever do it. Very,
No,
very
because
rarely.
every food that's out there has natural sodium in it.
Mhm.
If you face it, even your vegetables. So even your frozen vegetables, it'll say there's sodium content because face it, it comes from the ground, and in the ground there is salt. So no, I never do. I am a big spice person, a non-sodium spice, like all types of stuff. Uh, Turmeric is great. I'm a cinnamon freak. Um, onion powder, garlic powder, basil, all the good spices. I douse them, but I never use table salt.
Hmm.
Never. Mm-mm.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But
Fun to
yeah.
throw that out there.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Let me see
How
what
about
else there
pepper?
is.
Does pepper have any kind of nutritional? I don't. Does it have any diabetes effect whatsoever? I never was a big pepper fan, but I don't ever hear anybody talk about it.
There are a lot of benefits for pepper. Now, black pepper, I know there's a benefit. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. I can't remember. I do know that red pepper has
Cayenne,
capsaicin.
cayenne pepper. Is that the
Yeah,
red
like
pepper?
cayenne, chili, all those, they have capsaicin.
What is that?
Capsaicin is an anti-inflammatory. So it's fabulous for your blood capillaries, good for your heart. If you have aches and pains and muscles, honest to God, it takes away the inflammation. It's amazing. Turmeric, same type of thing. It's an anti-inflammatory. Um, so red pepper flakes, cayenne pepper, those are amazing for you. And they've been shown to lower blood glucose. So the black pepper, I'm not sure about. I can look into that. I'm not sure. Maybe someone knows here. I don't know.
Well, we are coming to the end of this.
Black
Uh,
pepper?
we just been no calorie. It just goes through you like a 9 iron through wet sand. So it keeps you regular. I guess that's a good thing. We can.
I
We
know
can
that
always.
black pepper is not good for males, though, right? Isn't it? Isn't it supposed to like not be good for you for like prostate? Isn't that
Good
true?
question.
Yeah. Okay.
All
So
right.
that's the only
On
thing
that
I
happy
know.
note, we got to land this mothership. We are out of time for today's edition of TDA Today. When is the next one? I think we have one on Thursday. Are you going to be here, Donna?
Friday with Sammy. Friday with Sammy.
Oh, you and Sam? I'll tune in for that. Absolutely.
I'm
So,
not going to be there. Just Sammy.
oh, just Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll tune in with her anyway. We haven't done an episode of JMT for a while because we've been caught up. So we
Yeah.
appreciate you listening. Do something healthy for yourself today. Get out and walk because I know I'm going to. I know Amanda's out there in Canada and she said it's cold out that way, but it's cold here too. How is it where you are in New Hampshire?
Me, well, like we had 3 days in the 70s, which was amazing. Today, 50 degrees. So I'll just do an indoor walk at home DVD.
Yeah, I think I'm doing the same. So we'll talk to you next time. Tune in on, you said Friday.
Friday.
Tune on Friday for Donna. I'm Joey Maxwell.
No, it's gonna
Turn
be
some lessons of JMT. Thanks, Liam. Thank you for watching. See you later. This is TDA Today, signing off for Tuesday.